Good morning, class. Today we'll start with exercise 2.3, question number 5, because some students were having problem in domain and range. So your question number 5, first part, fx is equal to 2 minus 3x, where x belongs to R. I told you x is what? The values of domain. X is what? The values of domain, and y is what? The values of range. So here you can see that it is written x belongs to R. X belongs to R. Now just see, when x is belonging to R, that means x can take any value. X is belonging to R, and what it is written? And x is greater than 0. X is what? Greater than 0. So the values of, now here we don't have to find the domain. They have only given the range you have to find. You have to find the range only, not the domain. Just see, x belongs to R and x is greater than 0. So if x is belonging to R and x is greater than 0, that means x belongs to R positive. It is greater than 0, that means R positive, all the positive real numbers will come. So just see, when x is greater than 0, can we say 3x? We will talk about this function, no? We have to find the range. So range is what? Y is equal to this function. Y is equal to this only. So just see, when x is greater than 0, so 3x will also be greater than 0. 3 multiplied by x will be greater than, multiply 3 on both the sides. 3 into x, 3x. 3 into 0, 0. Clear? Now just what we are having? Minus 3x. I told you when 2 is greater than 0, so minus 2 will be what? Minus 2 will be greater than 0. If I am adding negative sign here, then the inequality sign changes. This I told you earlier also. Clear? So here if I change the sign, minus 3x is what it will be? Less than 0. Clear? Minus 3x will be what? Less than 0. Now just see, what we are having? 2 minus 3x. We are not having only minus 3x. We are having 2 minus 3x. So add 2 on both the sides. We have added 2 here, 2 here. So what we are having, this is what your fx. 2 minus 3x is what? Your fx or y, whatever you want to write. Fx is less than 2. Fx is what? Less than 2. So fx is what? The value of y only. Fx is what? Basically y only. The values of range. So range is what? Less than 2. Less than 2 means what all values it can take? From minus infinity to 2, any value it can take. From minus infinity to 2, any value it can take. So this is your range for the first part. This is your range. Now come to the second part, question number 2. Sorry, second part of this, question number 5. What it is, just see what we are having. Second part is fx is equal to, second part, fx is equal to x square plus 2, where x is a real number, where x belongs to what? R. Now they have said x belongs to R. That means what? The domain will be all real numbers. X is what? All real numbers. They are not asking about that domain. They are asking about the range. So if x is a real number, that means x square will always be greater than equal to 0. Is it clear or not? Square of any number is always positive. Or if x is 0, then it will be 0. Otherwise, it will be always positive. So what we can write? X square is greater than equal to 0. X square we have got. Clear? Now what we want? We want plus 2. So can we add plus 2 here and plus 2 here? Can we add 2 on both the sides? Yes. So what we will get? 2 plus x square. That is fx is greater than equal to 2. Fx is what? Greater than equal to 2. Now just see, when fx is greater than equal to 2, we can say what? Y is greater than equal to 2. That means y is what? Range. Range should be always 2 or greater than 2. So what all will be the values? 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity will be the range. Why? Because 2. Just see, this is your range. 2 to infinity. Greater than 2 and equal to is also coming. That's why I have taken the closed interval. So this 2 will be included, and infinity always, I told you, is never included. So this will be the range. Now come to the third part. Third part, we are having fx is equal to x is a function. We are having third function as fx is equal to x, where x belongs to real numbers. Now this function we have already done. Do you remember? Fx is equal to x, the first graph, identity function. Fx is equal to x. This is what? An identity function. That means y. Fx is what? Y is equal to x. If you remember the graph of y is equal to x, what you are going to get? This only. Clear? So for every value of x, you have a value of y. So if you put x is equal to any real number, you will get y also belongs to any real number. Y will also belong to any real number. So if x is r, y will also be r. Clear? So the range is what? Range is what belongs to r, any real number. Is that clear? If there is any problem, you can unmute yourself and ask. Is there any problem? If it is, please unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, we will do some more questions on domain and range from the miscellaneous exercise, so that this topic should be very clear to you, because this domain and range part is very important. It will be useful in 12th class also. So just see question number. We will take miscellaneous exercise, question number 3 of this miscellaneous exercise, chapter 2. Now what they have given, fx is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 divided by x square minus 8x plus 12. Now they are asking the domain. In this question, what they are asking? The domain of the function. Now just see how we can find the domain of the function. How we can get the domain of the function? Just see. I told you domain are what? The values of x. Now from this function, what we can say? It is what? A rational function. So the denominator should not be equal to 0. Denominator should not be equal to 0. If denominator will be 0, then our function will not be valid. Otherwise, it is, everything will be okay. As it is a rational function, we have discussed the rational function. It is of the form px by qx, where qx is not equal to 0. So what is qx here? Here qx is 8x, x square minus 8x plus 12. So what we can say? X square minus 8x plus 12 should not be equal to 0. Clear? The condition will be what? Qx is equal to this. It is of the form px upon qx, such that qx is what? This should not be equal to 0. Now just see, factorize this term. If we factorize this function, what we are going to get? Fx is equal to x plus 1 whole square divided by x square minus, just see what we can do. 2 and 6 can be the factors. 2x minus 6x is minus 8x, and minus 2x into minus 6x will be 12. Clear? 12x square. So minus 2x minus 6x plus 12. Only factorization I am doing. You know how to do the factorization. In the numerator also factorization I have done. It is directly the formula of x plus 1 whole square. X square plus 2x plus 1 upon. Now just see what we are going to get. X minus 2. X minus 6 in the denominator. When you factorize it, you take x common, x minus 2 minus 6, x minus 2. So you get the factors x minus 2, x minus 3. Now just see from this what you can say. If in the denominator x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 6, then the denominator will be what? 0. And what we have studied, that denominator should not be equal to 0. So x can be any real number minus 2, 6. It will be any number except 2, 6. It cannot be 2 and 6. Any other real number it can be, but it cannot be 2, 6. Is that clear? So for different questions, you have to apply different methods. You all know how to do mathematics. Mathematics is not a difficult thing. Here, why we have done factorization? Because we want the value of domain. Now, domain can be any real number, but if you see the denominator, we know about rational function. That's why we have taught you rational function, modulus function, signum function. All the functions are being taught for this purpose only. So what you will have, this denominator will not be 0. Now you factorize it and get the value. Is there any problem? Then you can ask. The next question is question number 4 is again based on this only, domain and range. So question number 4. What is it? Just see. Question number 4 is find the domain and range. Both they have given of fx is equal to root over of x minus 1. Fx is equal to root over of x minus 1. Now what it is x minus 1? We can say this y is equal to root over of x minus 1. Now the same question we have done. Do you remember 9 minus x square? or x square minus 9 was there in your exercise 2.3. Now just see the values. This value cannot be less than 0. It can be 0, but it cannot be less than 0. So x minus 1 should not be less than 0. Can we say if it will be less than 0, what we will have? We will have negative inside the root. Negative inside the root, then it will not be what? Real number. Clear? So what we will say, x minus 1 is less than 0. So x is less than 1. So we got the, what we got? The domain, x should be less than 1. Less than 1 means what? 1 se come. Less than 1 means what? 1 se come. So what will be? X belongs to minus infinity to 1, open bracket. Why it is open bracket? Just see, it is an open bracket because 1 will not be included. 1 is not included in it. Clear? 1 is not included in this. Now next is, just see, your next part is y. Y is what? Sorry, x minus 1 should be less than 0. What we have done, and no one said anything. X minus 1 cannot be less than 0. It should be what? Greater than or equal to 0. And no one is speaking up anything. X minus 1 should be what? Greater. This value should be greater than 0. This cannot be less than 0. I was telling you this should not be less than 0, and I have written that only and not written this symbol. Clear? So x minus 1 will never be, sorry, x minus 1, this value can never be less than 0. So it should be always what? Greater than 0. It should be always, root should always be what? Positive. Then only it is possible. So x minus 1 will be greater than 0. So x will be greater than or equal to 1. So x belongs to what? 1 to infinity. Now 1 will be included. Why? Because equal to symbol is there. Now next is what? Your range. Your y is this. So what we can write? Y square is equal to x minus 1. Again squaring both the sides, we get y square is equal to x minus 1. Now you bring x this side, x is equal to what? X is equal to y square plus 1. X is equal to what? Y square plus 1. Is it visible? Just see. X is equal to what? Y square plus 1. X is equal to, just this C. X is equal to what? Y square. X is equal to y square plus 1. Now just see, y is always greater than what? Y square will always be what? Greater than 0. Just see, from here what we can say about y? Y square will always be greater than 0. So what all values we can take of y? Y values will be what? If x is belonging to 1 to infinity, from here also you can check y will belong to what? If x is equal to 1, what we are going to get? 1 minus 1, 0. The first value will be 0. Any other value you will put 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1. You will get some positive value. So it will be what? 0 to infinity. And 0 will be what? Included. 0 will be what? Included. So your open bracket will come. From here also you can see by squaring you got what? Y square is. We can say y square is what? Greater than. I think so it's not visible. We can say y square is what? Greater than equal to 0. This implies what? Y is greater than equal to 0. From here also you can see, or from directly from this value of domain also you can get the values of range. From this values of domain also you can get the values of range. I think so it must be clear. If there is any problem, please students ask. If there is any problem, please ask. The next one, next question is question number 5. Question number 5 is fx is equal to mod of x minus 1. What they are saying, just see. Question number 5, find the domain and range of the function. Now they are asking the domain also and range also. They are asking the domain also and range also. What all values of x can you put so that the function will be real only? What all values of x can you put? Obviously x can be any real number. You put any real number, you will get any answer. X 0.1 minus 1. Obviously you will get 0.1 minus 1 will be minus 0.9. then answer will be positive only because it is modulus. So x can be any real number. You put any real number, you will get the value of y. So x belongs to R, that is the domain. Now talk about the range. Range is what? Y. From here itself, it is a direct question, x minus 1. Y is what? Y is what? Modulus of any function. Modulus of any function means what? Modulus will always be what? Positive. Modulus will always be what? Positive. Greater than or equal to 0. Y will always be what? Modulus function. It is a modulus function. Modulus function means it should be always greater than or equal to 0. If it is greater than or equal to 0, so y belongs to what? 0 to infinity. Y belongs to what? 0 to infinity, and domain is real numbers, and range is what? Positive real numbers including 0. Clear? Positive real numbers including 0. Now the last question, that is very important, question number 6. So concentrate. Question number 6. That is, fx is equal to, they have given in this form, x comma x square by 1 plus x square, where x belongs to R. They have given that question is, let f is a function given by, f is a function given by x comma x square by 1 plus x square be a function from R to R. This function is fx is a function from R to R. That means domain is what? R. And this is what? Codomain. Codomain is also R. We have to find what? Range. Determine the range of f. Question is what? Determine the range of f. Now just see this, when we write any ordered pair, this is what? X. This first value is x and the second value is what? Y. This is the domain and this is the range. The second ordered pair is always what? The range. Clear? Is range. Now is this must be clear to you all that this value is, this is your range. Clear? Now what all values of range we can take? Just see. What we are having, x square upon 1 plus x square. Clear? So just see, given is x belongs to R. X is any real number. So domain is real number. So just see what will be your x square upon 1 plus x square. Y is equal to, fx is what? Y only. This value is what? Y only. So y is equal to this. This is x, this is y. Ordered pair x comma y. Y is this value, x square upon 1 plus x square. Clear? Now from here directly also you can see that this will be positive and this will also be positive plus 1. Clear? But how you will solve it? Just see, you should know to solve it. We can write this way, then cross multiply it, generalize it, y plus yx square is equal to x square. Y plus yx square is equal to x square, then y is equal to x square plus yx square. Now just see, you take y is equal to x square common, 1 plus y. Y is equal to x square common, 1 plus y. So from here you can say that x square is equal to y upon 1 plus y. X square is equal to y upon 1 plus y. So if x is a real number, what you can say about x square? You can say that x square will always be greater than equal to 0. X square, yeah, please mute yourself. So much noise is coming. Please mute yourself. Just see what you are having. If x is a real number, if x is your real number, then what you can say about x square? X square will always be square of any number will always be positive or greater than 0. So what we can say, y upon 1 plus y will be always greater than equal to 0. Y upon 1 plus y will always be what? Greater than equal to 0. Now this is a general form of rational function y upon 1 plus y. And you all know when this value will be positive. When this value will be positive, any one of you can tell, when the numerator is positive and the denominator is also positive, then only this value will be positive. or when numerator is negative and denominator is also negative. Suppose y is minus 2, 1 plus y is minus whatever it is. Yeah. So if both the values are negative, if the numerator is negative, this is an important concept, please note it down. When you have any rational function, when it can be greater than or equal to 0, when the numerator, if we are having 2 by 3, obviously it will be greater than 0. This is positive, this is positive. Clear? I am just taking any random example. So if numerator and denominator both are positive, then only what? It will be greater than equal to 0. Or if the numerator is negative and denominator is negative. No, now we'll take both the condition. First one, y is greater than 0. Y should be what? Equal to will not come. Y equal to will not come. It should be greater than 0, not equal to. Clear? And 1 plus y should always be greater than 0. 1 plus y also should be greater than 0. Or what you can say? Y is less than 0. 1 plus y is less than 0. Yes?
Ma'am, yx square will be negative.
Beta, wait. One of you speak up. One of you speak up.
मैम वो इक्वेशन में माइनस का साइन आएगा
किसमें?
yx square. yx square.
y plus yx square. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Question is what? Y plus yx square means what? Okay, this one. What it is? It's the same, no? Just see.
Ma'am, y is equals to x square minus y x square आएगा. Second step of the equation.
Y plus yx square is equal to x square. So y is equal to x square. Okay, okay. Minus. This will be what? Minus. Okay, fine. This will be what? Minus, minus. Then also it hardly matters. Only the symbol was different. But what we are having, the numerator and denominator, when they will be positive, then only the whole function will be positive or both will be negative. So when both are positive means y should be greater than 0 and 1 plus y should be greater than 0. So from here what we are going to, 1 minus y, sorry. 1 minus y is greater than 0. So what we can say from here, from the first condition, what we can say, is it visible? Should I rub this side? I think so, you must have done it. Just see what we are having from the first condition. Y is greater than 0 and 1 minus y is greater than 0. So y should be greater than 0 and 1 minus y. 1 should be greater than y. This implies what? Y should be less than 1. Y I have taken that side. 0 plus y. So y should be less than 1 and y should be greater than 0. Draw the number line 0, 1. Y should be greater than 0. This side greater than 0, any value. Y should be less than 1. Y should be less than 1. This side. So the interval will be what? Y belongs to 0, 1. 0, 1 will come. Clear? Y belongs to 0, 1 will come. Now from the second condition, just see. What is the second condition? Second condition, if both numerator as well as denominator is 0. So what we are having? This is again 1 minus y. So we'll have y is greater than 0. Sorry, this will be what? Less than 0. Y is less than 0 and 1 minus y again will be less than 0. Is it visible? Y is less than 0. 1 minus y is less than 0. So y is less than 0 as it is. 1 is less than y. So y is what? Greater than 1. Draw the number line. Is it possible? Y 0, 1. Y is less than 0. Less than 0 means it will go this side. Less than 0 means lesser than 0. Then it is y is greater than 1. Is there any intersection part in this? So this condition will not be valid when both of them are negative. This will not be valid when both of them are positive. So what we will see, that y belongs to what we have got. Y belongs to 0 to 1. This is the answer. That range is what? Y belongs to 0 to 1 will be your range, the open interval. Is that clear? This was your last question of this chapter. Tomorrow we'll start with trigonometry. Clear? Still, if you have any problem, you can ask any time. Clear? If you have any problem, you can ask. Yes? Right now also, if you have any problem, you can ask. Yes, anyone? Anyone having any problem? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, class.